Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Khalil the Hollywood Sports Board, both YouTube channel and Facebook page. Now I'm going to talk about last night's epic Chiefs and Rams game, which didn't disappoint. I'll be discussing about WWE Starrcade happening this Sunday on the WWE Network. I will also be discussing Manny Pacquiao versus Adrien Broner for the welterweight title on January 19th. And I'll also be talking about Mark Sanchez being the backup quarterback. Well, signed for the Skins to be backup quarterback for Colt McCoy. Now we'll start things off with how the last night's Chiefs versus Rams game went down. Look, I gotta tell you guys right now, I voted for the Chiefs to win that game, but that last night's game between the Chiefs and Rams, that game went the distance. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, he threw for 6 touchdowns in that game last night. 6 touchdowns. He's got 36 career touchdowns in total. I will tell you that right now. But see that at the end of the game though, that is he turned the ball over like five times in that game. 3 or 5 times in that game. Now the Rams on the other side, Aaron Donald of the defense of the Rams, he strip sacked well Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs twice. And I gotta tell you right now, that was one heck of a hard. And I gotta tell you this right now, that game, Chiefs and Rams, they combined for 105 points in total. And I mean, my goodness, Chiefs scored 50 points. Both Chiefs and Rams, they scored 105 points combined in total. I mean, my goodness. I'll say this right now. Last night, Chiefs and Rams was nothing more but a Super Bowl title match. I will say this right now. Chiefs and the Rams, those are Super Bowl worthy contenders. They are. The offensive defense and the passing yards, the passing lanes, too much rushing yards. I mean, my goodness, they put on one heck of a showcase out there. It was just lights up for everybody. I mean, that was like must see, must watch. We can talk about this. I mean, people are saying that was indeed the greatest, one of the greatest regular season games in history. That's the third greatest regular season game in NFL history. That's one of the. I mean, this has to be one of the biggest headlines in NFL history. Not only that, in all sports entertainment. And I gotta say, that just changed. I mean, that just changed history itself. I mean, my goodness. Rams ran up, but the Rams they came out with a 3-point win against the Chiefs. That is 54-51. That is. But I gotta tell you right now, that game went the distance, and it didn't disappoint at all. I will tell you that. So there won't be any stopping them whatsoever. There really will not. But Patrick Mahomes, don't turn the ball over. Avoid the pressure. You gotta avoid the pressure right there. And Jared Goff, that is, he may have been, sacked 3 times, as I say the very least. But it does seem obvious though that, the Chiefs, I thought the Chiefs were gonna win that game the last night. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. The Rams, they won that game. So there won't be any stopping whatsoever. I mean, both of them are going to the playoffs. I'll tell you that right now. But it is likely that the Chiefs and Rams can likely face each other at Super Bowl 53 in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So really, the question is exactly who do you think was going to have the winning edge? And who do you think? I mean, this game didn't disappoint at all. This was one heck of a slumber. They tore the whole house down last night. And my goodness, Patrick Mahomes with 6 touchdowns, throwing 6 touchdowns last night, 386 total yards, total touchdowns. Oh my goodness, 386 yards, 36 touchdowns. Mentioning Peyton Manning, trying to get to Tom Brady. My goodness. I mean, if the Chiefs even go to the AFC Championship, they get to take on the Steelers. Maybe that's the case. Nor the Patriots. Because it's obvious to me, look, it does seem obvious that Chiefs This is look, guys. This does not mean that Patrick Mahomes is not MVP material. He really is. There's no doubt about that. Patrick Mahomes, he is definitely MVP material. I'll tell you that right now. He really is. He's an MVP candidate, if you will. Jared Goff on the other side, my goodness. Todd Gurley second. They're MVP candidates as well. I mean, that right there was a brutal game last night, and it did not disappoint. Mike, this has to be. I mean, I was so satisfied. Really was. So, ladies and gents, let me know in the comments what you think of last night's Chiefs versus Rams epic game last night. Tell me who you think who should have won that game. Do you think it's going to be the Chiefs or the Rams? Tell me what you think of the record-breaking performance last night. And be sure to send me your comments, your tweets, your responses about that. And I'll be more than happy to address along the way. Now, moving on to another topic I do want to point out on is the fact that WWE Starrcade is going to be happening this coming Sunday at Cincinnati at 8 p.m. live exclusively on the WWE Network, which is free for new subscribers. So really, there's going to be some steel cage matches. There's going to be titles, defending tag team titles, world titles, intercontinental titles, U.S. titles, women's titles, all defended all over those. At Starrcade. Don't miss out Starrcade this coming Sunday, during Thanksgiving week, that is, at 8 p.m. live exclusively on the WWE Network, which is free for new subscribers. So, folks, it's must see, must watch, and I'm looking forward to see what matches are going to come up, though. I will tell you that's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen there. It's going to be pretty good. Don't miss out on that, though, guys. Moving on to another topic I do want to address is the fact that Manny Pacquiao, he will face Adrien Broner for the welterweight title at MGM Grand in Vegas on January 19th. So you don't want to miss on that, ladies and gents. Must see, must watch. Now, Manny Pacquiao's birthday, he's gonna be turning 40. That is, in December 17th. That is. So I know for sure it's gonna be. I know Manny Pacquiao's gonna do whatever he can. He's still the GOAT. We all know that. Everyone knows it. People thought he was gonna fight Floyd Mayweather. That's not gonna happen. Floyd Mayweather, he's gonna take on Tenshin Nasukawa. That is on New Year's Eve. That is. But come on, really. I mean, Manny Pacquiao, he could have taken on Floyd Mayweather. That's not gonna happen. It was, but no. Instead, Manny Pacquiao is going to take on Adrien Broner for the welterweight title. So I got Manny Pacquiao putting a beating on Adrien Broner on January 19th, that is. So let me know in the comment section what you think. I'll be sure to see your comments. Do you think that Manny Pacquiao is going to retain the welterweight title? Let me know in the comment section. Please send me your comments, your tweets, your responses, your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to respond to them along the way. Now, moving to some other topics, though. Last night on Monday Night Raw, that is, Braun Strowman, he teamed up with Elias and Finn Balor in a tag team elimination match that came down to, Braun Strowman taking on Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre, that is. But before that, Braun Strowman's going to face Baron Corbin at TLC, that is. But here's the caveat right here. If Braun Strowman wins the match, beats Baron Corbin at TLC, Baron Corbin will not be permanent GM. He will no longer be GM anymore. If Baron Corbin gets the win, then he'll be acting general manager to permanent general manager, that is. But also, by the way, I forgot, if Braun Strowman does win, that is, at TLC, beating Baron Corbin will not be general manager anymore. And Braun Strowman will face Brock Lesnar, the two-time Universal Champ Brock Lesnar, for the Universal title at the Royal Rumble in 2019. So I'm looking forward to that match. It's gonna be pretty good to see, and hopefully it's gonna be a different result or different outcome. I will tell you that right now. So basically, I do look forward to seeing Braun Strowman putting a beating on Baron Corbin at TLC. That is, I do look forward to that match. I know it's gonna be an incredible match, must see, must watch. And don't forget TLC, ladies and gents. You can catch it live on the WWE Network on December 16th, live exclusively. And WWE Network, which is free for new subscribers. And I'm sure that it's gonna be incredible. I got Braun Strowman putting a beating on Baron Corbin. That is, and he's gonna take on the Universal Champ. That is Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. So it'll be a good match to see. I'm really excited with how that match is gonna go down. But it'll be going the distance right there. So it's gonna be pretty amazing to see what the outcome's gonna be for that. So I'll tell you that. Ronda Rousey. That is. She's got her hands full with Nia Jax at TLC. She'll defend her Raw Women's title. That is. She did defend it against Mickie James. That is. Ronda Rousey, after she taps out Nia Jax at TLC, that is, for Women's title, that is, Ronda Rousey will retain the Raw Women's title at TLC by beating Nia Jax. And not only that, after she's done Nia Jax, she's going after Charlotte Flair. Remember, this past Sunday at Survivor Series, Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair beat the bricks of each other, which was a WrestleMania caliber match. And it didn't disappoint whatsoever. It did not. And that match went the distance, by the way. It really did. They're both champions. We all know that. But after that match, Ronda Rousey, she did win by DQ, that is. But Charlotte Flair, that is, she brutally attacked Ronda Rousey with a kendo stick and a steel chair. And obviously, that sent a message. She basically, this may have been the start of Four Horsewomen versus Horsewomen match. Now, Ronda Rousey said last night on Monday Night Raw that there will be a new chapter when she finds Charlotte Flair. And we all know what that new chapter is going to be. It may be Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair at Royal Rumble or WrestleMania 35. But that may not be the case. Instead, it's going to come down to that new chapter, ladies and gents. It's going to come down to WWE's Four Horsewomen versus UFC's Four Horsewomen. I'm talking about Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and Bayley. They will take on the Raw Women's Champ, Ronda Rousey, two-time NXT Women's Champ, the Queen of Spades, and the Submission Magician Shayna Baszler, along with the married supernova from Moldova, Marina Shafir, and the Gun and Jessamine Duke. That's the kind of match. That's a WrestleMania caliber match, and I hope that happens at WrestleMania 35. I hope it does. And that's the new chapter that a lot of people have been begging to see, have been pleading to see. I look forward to it. I really do. And that match does happen at WrestleMania 35. It won't disappoint. I will tell you that right now. When Ronda Rousey's done with Nia Jax at TLC, she's gonna be coming for Charlotte Flair. That is, and and they could take on each other at WrestleMania 35, but it could come down to Horsewomen versus Horsewomen, which many fans were planning for. Remember, last year's Mae Young Classic, the Horsewomen versus Horsewomen, that is, they had an epic encounter after the last year's Mae Young Classic. Unfortunately, this is what it came down to. Now Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair attacking each other was a WrestleMania caliber kind of match. What started it, though? After that match, Charlotte Flair, that is, deliberately attacked Ronda Rousey with a kendo stick and a steel chair. And it was a blood match, right? There was so much. There's some bad blood between them. And there's also some battle between the Four Horsewomen versus Four Horsewomen right there. And there's no doubt about it, though. I would love to see Four Horsewomen versus Four Horsewomen's match. So let me know in the comments section what you think of that. Tell me if the Horsewomen versus Horsewomen match is going to happen at WrestleMania 35. Let me know in the comments section. Be sure to send me your comments, your tweets, your emails, your tweets, your responses, your replies down below. But we'll have to address them along the way, and I'll be, you know, just figuring out exactly what the outcome is going to be. Hopefully that happens, though. So I'll be able to respond to. By the way, it's going to be pretty good. Now moving on to another topic, I do want to point on is the fact that former Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez, who basically has been around for quite a while, that is, Mark Sanchez, he is signed with the Skins as Colt McCoy, as a backup quarterback for Colt McCoy. No, 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 no. Mark Sanchez signed with the Skins is good though, but having him as a backup quarterback, come on, no, 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 no. You know what I think? Mark Sanchez should be the starting quarterback for the Skins. He should. Starting quarterback right there. He should be starting quarterback for the Skins. Not Colt McCoy. No. So why not do yourselves a favor? Have Mark Sanchez be the starting quarterback for the Skins when they take on the Cowboys, that is. Have Colt McCoy sit out. Because Colt McCoy plays and they're going to get dominated by the Skins, they're not going to be able to make it, though. But if you have Mark Sanchez starting quarterback, this will likely help the chances for the Skins make it to the playoffs, as win the NFC East and make it to the playoffs. So that might be the outcome right there. Other side, I got the G-Men. That is, they put a bing on the Buccaneers. I'll tell you that right now. They're gonna take out the Eagles on Sunday now, which they will. And G-Men, they're gonna beat the Eagles on Sunday. They're 3-7. G-Men are 3-7 right now. They'll be 4-7 by hopefully on Sunday if they do so. So I'll be looking forward to that match. And I hope the G-Men, they just put a bing on those Eagles, because Eagles, they may have lost to the Saints. They may have been former Super Bowl defending champs, but it's obvious that the G-Men, they're gonna put a bing on the Eagles on Sunday, and they're gonna do so, and they won't disappoint. So I'll tell you that right now. It's gonna be an absolute slobber knocker right there. It'll be so brutal. So I do look forward to that, by the way. It's going to be pretty incredible. Also, Thomas Wiseman, that is, he is signed with Memphis Basketball, college basketball, that is. Number one recruit, that is. Penny Hardaway, that is coach from high school. That's pretty good. So it's going to be a pretty incredible match right there. So it's going to be absolutely incredible. That's a huge congrats right there. It's going to be pretty incredible. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the Khalil the Hollywood Sports Report, both YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please be sure you like, subscribe to the Khalil the Hollywood Sports Report, both YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please just send your comments, tweets, your emails, responses, your replies about Rams and Chiefs game. That is, and I'll be more than happy to address it along the way. And I'll be more than happy to address that. Tell me what you think of the Chiefs and Rams game last night. Combined for 105 points. And, it's going to be pretty incredible. And it's going to be pretty incredible right there. So I do look forward to that. I just hope for once, though, that the Chiefs and Rams, they both make it to their conference championship games. Hopefully they do. So it may come down to Chiefs at Steelers or Chiefs at the Patriots for the AFC Championship. It could come down to maybe the Rams and the Saints for the NFC Championship game. It's getting pretty good. I look forward to it. I really do. So it's gonna be pretty incredible to see. I mean, Chiefs and Rams, they set the bar though last night, and they just tore the whole house down. It was the greatest game they've ever played. Did disappoint, so there's really no stopping it whatsoever. There really is not. So there's no doubt about it, though. Let me know. Tell me in your comment section your replies. What you think of WWE Starrcade coming on in Cincinnati, heading this Sunday live on the WWE Network. Tell me what you think of that. Tell me what you also think of Well, Manny Pacquiao against Adrien Broner for the welterweight title. Be sure to send me comments, your responses, your tweets, your replies down below, and I'll be more than happy to address along the way. So hopefully something will be done about that. And I just hope that get something dealt with for sure. So hopefully they'll just so the bar might be necessary. They do so. So you don't know how that game's gonna turn out. And I just I just think it's gonna be a whole different ball game. It's what it's gonna be. So it's gonna be pretty good to see. Pretty good that is, by the way. So really that is. Also point out that Kevin Durant, he just dissed the Mavericks fans. Heckler that is. And they call him a cupcake that is. Now Durantula and the Draymond Green drama, that's beat them anyway. So really guys, Durantula may indeed be traded. So really, I hope Durantula gets traded though. I hope he does. He'll be good. He'll be fringing though by next season. He will. Now Joe on the other side, he was fined for the verbal foul language that is at practice. He said to Scott Brooks and his teammates, "F you." That is. That's what he said. Wall Bradley Beal could be getting traded though, and it could be free agents. That is. So you never know where they're gonna go. That is. Hopefully, you get more on that. Let me know in the comment section your replies, your responses down below. I'll be more than happy to address them. So it's getting pretty incredible to see, and I hopefully there'll be a different outcome right there. I just don't know how it's gonna turn out. So that's gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back with more live announcements, live updates, breaking news, trending topics, developing storylines, huge events, marquee matchups. Oh, don't forget, ladies and gents, that Tiger Woods versus Phil Mickelson for $9 million. That's gonna be happening this coming Friday. That is Shell Creek Golf Course, live on pay-per-view. The golf match of the century, pretty good. So don't miss out on that. Don't forget to match the match of the match of the decade, that match of the ages. That is on Saturday, where you'll see Chuck the Iceman Liddell take on Tito Ortiz 3. That's gonna be happening this Saturday on pay-per-view. So don't miss out on that. Must see, must watch. So I look forward to that on Thanksgiving week. So be pretty good. So hopefully that's you. You guys gonna be stuffed with all sorts of good stuff. All sorts of sports events you guys are gonna watch. And I do look forward to seeing what the outcomes could be. I hope that Chuck the Iceman Liddell, defeats Tito Ortiz like he did in the past. And I just hope that I really hope that on the other side Tiger Woods defeats Phil Mickelson. It'll be a good match. I do look forward to that. It's gonna be pretty incredible. They're gonna set the stage, and it's gonna be pretty incredible right there. So I look forward to that. Tiger Woods still look good. We all know that. So we won't disappoint. But that's gonna do it right there, ladies and gents. I'll be back with more live updates, breaking news, trending topics, developing storylines, and more live updates and more events along the way, all pertaining to the sports world. And be sure to like, subscribe to the Khalil the Highway Sports Board, by all be necessary. And that's all I got to know right there, ladies and gents. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good inning and happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy yourselves, guys. Bye bye.